Well, hey guys, this is NerdTrack with Hella Tim.
The newly branded Hella
Hella Tim.
And the newly aged Lumpy ice cream.
Yeah.
Gone up 1 year.
He turned 57
Yeah,
yesterday.
57 yesterday.
It was good stuff.
No.
My outfit is on point today.
Well,
I'm just wearing shorts.
They ain't jeans, they're shorts.
They're shorts. I'm wearing shorts and a really baggy sweater thingy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I've embraced my hipster side.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I look like I've had just coconut drizzled over me. Drizzle? Is that the right?
Drizzle coconut.
I don't know.
Drizzle is what?
Sprinkled coconut on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word.
Or just generally thrown in your direction.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've been eating lamingtons, I guess.
Yeah, probably. The video, well, not video. Is it? I don't fucking know. What are we looking at today?
We're discussing Star Wars.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Both a re-review of sorts of The Force Awakens.
Sort of a re-review of The Force Awakens.
Our infamous, super duper in-depth.
It's not even infamous at all.
As of the time of this recording, is still on YouTube, but by the time we're done here, it won't be. I'm gonna remove it.
Yeah.
So we'll just give you our thoughts of the movie here in a nice little condensed package,
and then we'll talk a little bit about what we want to see from Episode 8 and the future and stuff.
Which has been pushed back.
Oh,
yay.
It is?
Yeah, it's back to December now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pushed back. So I guess they want to go with Star Wars movie every December.
That sounds about cool with me.
Yeah, I mean, we have to wait a few more months now for it, which is but
I can live with it as long as it means that little bit longer time means a better movie.
Yeah, plus towards the end of the year, nothing really comes out. So it's kind of a good contender spot, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing can go up. Not that anything, I think, could go up against Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff could definitely get close, but I don't think anything could reach.
Unless they decide to make a fifth Alvin and the Chipmunks and put it right next to it.
Like, yep. Nope.
Then they can reuse that poster and just recolor another eye.
Yep. Definitely. Alrighty, so let's get into it. How should we start this?
I guess just like, well, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was very good. I've seen it, how many times? Twice you've seen it?
Twice I saw it, yes.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times.
You saw it 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of want to go again, but at the same time...
I also would like to go again, yes.
Yeah, the money...
If I wasn't attempting to save money for Icon, then I would be fucking going to see that shit again.
Definitely. You know, and then you gotta kind of, like... With the amount of movies that are coming out this year, it's like stuff I would generally see twice or even a third time. I kind of have to think, alright, I gotta save the money.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, but, yeah, after 3 times seeing it, I'm still not convinced it beats Revenge of the Sith for me on my list, which I still need to get BabbleOn verified and all that bullshit.
Yep.
But, yeah, once you see that video, you'll know how I stand on the Star Wars films and where they all go.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, I just think Revenge of the Sith was just better, in my opinion, for various reasons. This one, I did do a rant. I'm not sure if I've uploaded it yet. I can't remember.
Was that the one about the Star Wars haters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I showed you, but I can't remember if I uploaded it.
It's glorious.
But, yeah, there are several people saying it's the worst Star Wars movie because it's essentially a reboot of A New Hope. No, it has elements, definitely.
There are definitely plot
But
points.
there are a lot of things different.
There are definitely plot points which have been not copy-pasted, but like when you're writing an essay for a class and you're looking at your notes.
Is this
and
the
you're
Doctor
just
Who spin-off? No? Okay, no.
No. But it's like when you're writing an essay for class and you're just looking over at your notes and just kind of paraphrasing them.
Yeah.
It's basically just
It's kind of that,
paraphrasing New Hope.
Yeah.
In, like, a positive way, because
Yeah.
it is meant to be a massive homage to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
It's meant to bring back that, oh, look, this is Star Wars, this is, well, no, it's like, not, this isn't Star Wars, this isn't all 6 movies, this is original trilogy, obviously. Because it really does pay a lot more attention to the original trilogy as before the prequels.
Yeah.
Which still bugs me.
Yeah.
I'm really getting sick of the prequels just getting brushed under the rug.
Yeah.
In favor of the original trilogy, which just, like, the prequels aren't all bad. And that's just fuck off.
I think it's... People combine the disappointment of Phantom Menace and just kind of tie it into the rest.
Yep.
Which... Attack of the Clones kind of deserves it a little more than Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith is a fucking masterpiece. Don't fight a man that says otherwise.
Unless he
can actually fight.
As much as I love Revenge of the Sith, a lot of that love for it does, for me, have to do with the nostalgia, like, of that being, like, that was my Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, for a lot of Star Wars fans these days, like, Jedi was their Jedi.
Yeah.
But Sith was my Sith.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
So, like... Yeah, that was my conclusion of the Star Wars saga.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it special to me, and all the really good stuff in that movie is what makes it special to me. But... saying that, I do think Force Awakens was better than Revenge of the Sith. Because, like, as much as I love Revenge of the Sith, it still has that prequel thing of being a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Not really being ordered. Whereas Force Awakens is a very linear progression.
It is, yeah. It's more linear than A New Hope.
It's way more linear.
Yeah. And relies less on coincidence.
Yeah.
I had some...
And even if there are coincidences, they're coincidences that can be actually explained within universe reasoning.
Yeah.
So.
And what I fucking hate is all these people saying, oh, so-and-so is just the new so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, Poe Dameron is the new Han Solo. No.
No, he's not.
Maz Kanata is the new Yoda. No.
No, she's not.
She's just because she's a tiny wrinkled alien and she's wise does not make her the new Yoda.
And she's not paralyzed. Neither's Yoda, but that's a story.
Yoda.
That's a story for another day.
Chewbacca's the new Chewbacca. So and so.
Fucking Chewbacca.
Like,
fucking Chewbacca replacing Chewbacca.
They're just stupid. It's like, and Rey is a Mary Sue, and all of
People
that.
who say Rey is a Mary Sue don't know what a Mary Sue is.
Yeah, it's like, and fucking.
People just use the term Mary Sue without any actual knowledge of where the fuck Mary Sue came from.
It's not that, it's the fact that fucking they always do it with the females.
Yep.
No one acknowledges a male Mary Sue. I think it has a name, but I can't remember.
Gary Stu.
That's it. Like, no one acknowledges it.
Yeah, no one acknowledges...
Batman.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
This guy had, at best, a week of training.
Yeah.
He had a week of training with Yoda and could somehow go toe-to-toe with one of the most powerful Sith Lords in all of galactic history.
Yeah, go hand to hand.
Yeah. Or stump to stump.
Yep. Stump to robotic stump, yeah.
It's like, fuck off. You're pretentious as fuck.
Yeah. But, like, I think all the characters in this movie were really fucking awesome.
They were written so fucking well.
They were. I hate this bullshit that everyone had this image of what Kylo Ren was going to be, and they just want him to be some stoic fucking another...
Yeah.
Vader-like
They basically just want him to be Vader.
Yeah, and
it's like, no, he's not Vader.
They don't want their characters to have any level of depth, but then they complain when characters have no level of depth. It's like, Darth Maul, everyone fucking loves that character, but really when you look at it,
he's a very shallow character.
There's nothing to him.
There's nothing to him.
Yeah.
Everything about Darth Maul is friggin' established in media outside Phantom Menace.
Yeah. And then people say that, Hayden Christensen, like, his acting is shallow and all of that. But, like...
Which, arguably...
in the first...
I feel like I think I say this quite a bit, but I feel like with better direction, it would have been a lot better.
Probably. Yeah, but
because, like, again, as I think I brought this up before, but I read somewhere that the only direction George Lucas would give on set of Phantom Menace was more intense.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's why Phantom Menace's acting is subpar.
Yeah, but, like, it's just all these people that, you know, they don't want any, like, fucking, even though I wouldn't call it depth by any means, but General Grievous, you know, he has that cough, and it's like, you know, oh, okay, what's happening here? And people are like, oh, he's got that stupid-ass fucking cough. And it's like, so? Grievous
is a cyborg. Do they realize that? He is a cyborg. He used to be a living creature.
Yeah.
And then he was enhanced with droid technology.
Which, that's why I don't like the new fucking Clone Wars, and the other one was much better. I will always say that.
Okay.
I am a mark for that fucking...
Did you hear that the latest season of Star Wars Rebels is going to tie in a lot with Force Awakens?
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Because there was a promo image released of Ezra holding a crossguard lightsaber.
Ooh, nice.
And, like, it wasn't fiery or anything, so it was
okay.
So it was a stable crossguard lightsaber, which I'm super interested to see, which just makes me go, fuck, I need to watch Star Wars Rebels.
Have there been any reports if the next season's going to be any good?
No, but...
okay.
As there's...
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
But there has been stuff about Ezra meeting this character that has been called the Old Master.
Oh, okay.
He's basically just a hooded figure. He's got, like, bright red eyes. He's very dark in the face.
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of... So there... I've seen a video where someone suggests that Ezra could join the dark side by the end of the series, which I am super pumped. I would be super pumped for. But, yeah, enough about Star Wars Rebels. I wanted to bring that up because it seemed interesting at the time. So, it's still interesting, but yeah, you know.
But, like, fucking people going on about Kylo Ren and, you know, oh, he's such a whiny bitch.
Oh, God, you know what my fucking least favorite part least favorite part of fucking Force Awakens bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Reylo shippers.
Yep.
Like, fucking why?
One, they're more than likely 99.9% cousins.
Yeah, like...
Let's face it.
Okay. Not only that. Not only fucking that.
Yeah.
But you know the interrogation scene? JJ, like, this is coming from the actual director of the fucking movie himself, has stated that interrogation scene was meant to mirror a rape scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that sense.
Yeah, he physically and mentally violates her.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, ooh, sexual tension.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no, it's fucking not. They had at best a minute of interaction.
Yeah.
Like...
Probably more. But yeah.
A minute of actual solid interaction.
Yeah. Then there's, like, you know, the complaints of, oh, Rey, you know, hasn't even unlocked her potential and she can take on Kylo Ren. Oh, who was that one from the original... Who's that character from the original trilogy that does exactly the same fucking thing? That's right, Luke fucking Skywalker.
Luke motherfucking
Albeit
Skywalker.
He does get his hand cut off and shit like that, but he goes for most of that fucking duel...
Yeah.
Holding his own.
And even then, like, Rey has used her staff for most of her life.
Yeah.
So that's a lot easier. That fucking staff is like, staff wielding is a lot more of a transferable skill than, like, flying ships.
Yeah. Plus, like, fucking, I do believe that she is fully trained.
Yeah.
Like, she was training from a young age.
I don't believe that she's fully trained.
Not
I
fully
believe that
trained,
she is at least trained in some way.
More than not trained.
And even if she's not trained, then, like, you can put her victory over Kylo Ren down to the fact that he was injured, for one. He was injured. He wasn't concentrating at all.
No.
He was too busy focused on the emotion of the thing. He was just being a complete dick, not really focusing at all, and she was just going, oh shit, I can use the Force, that's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then she just goes, boom, does the thing where that Jedi do, where they see, like, a split second into the future and then predict the opponent's actions and stuff. It's like, only people who complain about this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I hate using this term, but they're fucking casuals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really hate the separation between fucking casuals and stuff, but, like, that's the only word I can think of to describe anyone complaining about this shit. Like, you're fucking casuals.
Yeah. So, I guess the one character maybe who didn't work in the film was Captain Phasma.
Yeah.
Boba Fett 2.0. The whole internet. I did see that someone said that it would have probably been better had... I can't remember the fucking actual Stormtrooper's name, but TR-8R would have been better if that was Phasma. And she had that battle scene. Of course, she would have been killed, but at least she would have actually got to do something.
She wouldn't have had to be killed, but you know.
But if the fight were to go the way
it would have been a massive waste, though.
But yeah, if that fight were to go down the same as in the movie, Phasma...
It wouldn't. Phasma's a lot more trained.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, it was kind of, kind of like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. True. Just a boom, shot out of nowhere kind of thing.
Yeah.
And plus, Phasma, for all intents and purposes, could be dead, could be alive. We don't know at this point.
I hope she's not.
Han is not above killing someone. We see that in the movie. And fuck you, George Lucas. I felt like that one scene where he just, like, grabs the guy and throws him in the path of the Raftars.
That was like
yes!
Yeah, Han shot first.
Yeah. And, well, I guess that is also my probably biggest complaint of the movie, is that whole Raftar sequence.
Yeah.
It felt out of place.
It felt too J.J. Abrams-y.
Yeah, it just felt like it belonged in a Star Trek movie, to be honest.
Like, okay.
And even then, I don't think.
Though. But those CG monster scenes in the Star Trek movies don't even fit in Star Trek.
Yeah, true.
They don't fit. They do not fit in Star Trek or Star Wars.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
And I really hope they don't have one of these scenes in Episode 8.
Yeah.
Because JJ is still involved in it.
Yeah.
Which I'm so fucking glad about, man.
Yeah.
So glad. That's like the best. That's the best thing I could possibly hope for, because like that just means that he at least he's still attached to it. But yeah, that Rathtar scene just seems incredibly unnecessary as fuck.
It just took the kind of, even with the like whole the club member guys, Kanja Club and the Guavian whatever the fuck they are, they felt like from a completely different movie, and it was just kind of like, okay then. And not an incredibly long movie,
no,
despite the fact it feels like it. The movie feels longer than its actual runtime.
I feel like the reason why it feels a lot longer than its runtime is probably due to the fact that we've been waiting so long for it. So we're just, our brains are like, oh, we have to make this last as long as possible. Oh
but even on my second and third viewing, I felt that. I'm like, the movie, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. But yeah, I also investigate a little into the deleted scenes, and all of them, they were cut for story reasons and for character reasons and all of that. But like they did, there was one where it was actually going to be shown that Maz Kanata is force sensitive.
Ooh.
And she would like bring the castle down, crashing on the stormtroopers, and Han would like have to distract them and all of that.
That would have been awesome to see.
But I just hate that, and we'll get into it a little later, but like every character needs to be force sensitive. It's like, no. But we'll get into that. I thought, they didn't need to add the Maz Kanata being force sensitive thing. I thought, she's just... Because we haven't seen that before. A character that doesn't use the force, and I don't care if she was going to or not. From the movie, in the movie, she cannot use the force until otherwise stated in a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But, a character who can't use the Force but has knowledge of it and knows the inner workings of it. We've never really seen that before. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, the Force, the fuck is that? Or, oh yeah, I know the Force, but I don't know what the fuck
we'll
it's about.
We'll use the Force. That's not how the Force works.
Yeah. But,
fucking Finn trying to be cool.
Yeah.
What a douche.
But, then, like, one thing I didn't understand is they were going to have, and it was seen in the trailer, Maz Kanata was going to go off and meet Leia and hand off the lightsaber. Mm-hmm. But then that was cut because there was nothing for her to do from that point on. Mm-hmm. To be honest, that's how she just kind of stops in the movie. I felt that the plot just kind of leaves her behind.
It actually kind of does.
Yeah, it's like, it's exactly the same. It's like, I don't know what doing that. But then again, we still get the whole bit. You know, the lightsaber still gets to Leia.
Yep.
So, and I think that was probably the better way of doing it.
Mm.
What else did we have?
I don't think I discussed it in the original review, but I really love the dynamic between General Hux and Kylo Ren.
Yes.
That's such a fucking good dynamic.
And that's another thing. Everyone's all like, oh, it would have been better if Hux was a old guy, because, you know, and when...
Do you not get the point of General Hux?
Yeah.
General Hux is supposed to have a sense of tragedy about him.
Yeah.
That's the whole point to his character. He's a young guy in charge of this entire fucking galactic terrorist organization.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Why do you not understand this?
Okay.
Like, why is he the leader of a galactic terrorist organization? I want some backstory for Hux.
Yep. Okay. So let's I think we can agree it's a 10 out of 10.
It's definitely a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Very little wrong with it.
And even if even the things that are wrong with it, they're very small things in comparison to the whole scope of the movie.
Yeah. So should we go into... Oh, another thing that still kind of bothers me is the lack of emotional depth it goes into after Han's death.
Mm.
And, you know, I mean, it happening at a point where I think it's just poor timing in the movie.
Yeah.
Because you can't put it... The place it is in the movie, you can't dwell on it for too long, because then it will take out the
It'll take away from the rest of the movie.
Battle. And I think the way they ended as well, you know, with Luke Skywalker and everything...
Yeah,
it's like, we need Luke in this thing. I'm like, you didn't really. You could have actually, like, had this without Luke.
Oh, no, they couldn't have.
No, I think they could have.
Save him for the sequel. They could have, but they couldn't have at
Save
the
it
same
for the
time.
sequel. Like, you know, they get the, like, ended on a Han Solo funeral scene and all of that, because it felt the right way to do it.
Mm.
And it didn't. Plus the fact... At the end, Chewie
but that would mean that Harrison Ford would have to spend more time playing Han Solo.
No, he wouldn't.
He would. He would just be sitting. He'd have to sit there in the fucking
wouldn't.
coffin. Yeah, he would.
Could just be closed.
Han
what do you mean? He fell into the fucking thing.
Han would have an open casket, though.
No, not if there's a fucking...
I know he's not there. I just realized that. I just remembered that. But like if there was a body, let's be real though, he would have an open casket. He's like, everyone needs to see me.
Yeah. But like, you know,
I'm great.
Just ending it on that, and like, I do feel the ending just kind of lacks that little something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'm cool with the ending because my brain just fills in the rest of it with awesome headcanons, like the fact that they call that the star that formed from Starkiller Base the Smuggler Star.
Yeah.
Like, I love that idea. I hope it's actually mentioned at some point, and fucking JJ goes, yes, that's a good idea, let's use that.
Yeah. But, shall we discuss the future and where we want to see these characters?
Yes, let's!
Okay. So, Rey?
Rey, oh my god. I want Rey to use a double-bladed lightsaber for one. Because transferable skills from the staff, a lot more transferable than a single-bladed.
Yeah, although I do think a staff lightsaber wouldn't work out particularly well, but one along the lines of Darth Maul.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh no, because I was about to say, it'd have to be smaller, but then I realized Darth Maul was very short. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So has to be blue.
Yeah, gotta be blue.
I could not picture any other color with Rey, even though I really want.
It could be green.
I'm trying to picture that.
Green or purple.
There's something about blue that just works with Rey. Yeah. And something I don't know.
I think it's just the fact that we've seen her with the blue lightsaber, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh my fucking god! That reflected blue on her face looks beautiful.
I kind of want it to mirror Luke's old lightsaber.
Yep.
But not completely outright look like it. Oh, sorry. One other deleted scene that I actually wish they would have left in. We were going to get a little emotional scene of Kylo Ren on board the Millennium Falcon. Because he senses when he arrives. So, of course, naturally you'd assume they'd go off to find him.
Oh,
and
fuck!
they board the Millennium Falcon and he, like, sits in the cockpit and has, like, a little emotional
moment. Fuck! I wish that was in there!
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're going to have to wait for Blu-ray/DVD release and,
I'm gonna love watching that scene.
But I want a fucking scene where Unkar Plutt's arm is ripped from its socket. I hope they filmed that.
Yeah.
Because that would be great to see.
I just want to see Unkar
and of course,
get punched in the face.
Our good old buddy Constable Zuvio.
Constable Zuvio,
in a deleted scene.
He's my boy!
But then again, I do like how Rey just handles the situation by herself. But then it would also show that there was actually law enforcement on that planet, on Jakku.
Yeah.
In the Nima Outpost?
Nima Outpost, yeah. That's it.
Fuck yeah. I
only know that because before the Awakening, so...
Yeah. I kind of want Rey...
Fuck, I haven't read the Poe bit of that book yet. Jesus Christ.
You need to. I kind of want Rey to get a newer outfit.
But her outfit in the epilogue was so fucking good.
I know, but like a little...
It was on point as fuck.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to ditch the shorts, but I don't at the same time.
Well, she wasn't really, like, where... The shorts weren't as obvious in the epilogue outfit because she was wearing, like, longer boots.
Just, like, have, like, boots, knee-high boots, that, like a little knee pad piece.
Even if, like, she wears boots and then the shorts and then, like, her knees are out, I'd be cool with that.
Maybe. And
just...
I kind of wanted to get a black outfit in episode 9, and it would mirror Luke.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Have a black in one scene she has
gray.
like a singlet in episode 8, and then she gets a jacket on when she goes off and does stuff. Yes.
I kind of want to see Rey wear black and gray, honestly.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that would be a really cool combination of colors on her.
Definitely. So, then we have Finn. Okay. It's a debate I fucking hate on the internet, and I just wish it would stop. Yes or no, is Finn Force sensitive?
No.
Because Kylo Ren would have fucking knew right from the get-go.
Yeah. And Finn probably wouldn't have gotten fucked over.
Yeah, and like, when fucking, like, at the beginning, when, like, Finn is not killing anyone, he's just, like, standing there and all of that, and I still think the whole blood thing across the helmet was a bit, a
bit much, yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, you could have, like, how did he get blood on his hand to begin with?
Yep.
But, like, Kylo Ren's walking stops and then looks at him. He would have known if he could use the Force.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have got fucked over, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, before taking babies for the Stormtrooper program, like, the Snoke would probably check, like, is this baby Force sensitive?
Yeah.
Okay, no,
and then
take him.
Kill it.
Is it Force sensitive?
Yeah.
It's dead. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know where they're gonna take Finn. Some say he's now paralyzed because of what happened to him.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah. But, like, the thing I don't understand is, why didn't Kylo Ren kill him? He had no reason not to. I mean, it would have made more sense had Rey jumped in it. And that would have made more sense than the whole stupid, he's forcing it. It flies the direction where he is, and then he dodges it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why? You were forcing it towards
It's coming at me too fast, shit!
It's like, whatever. But Kylo it would have been better had he goes to kill Finn, and then Rey jumps in. It's like,
That would've been a
why
cool
did he
scene.
not kill him? It's like, come on, he has no reason not to kill Finn.
Dark Lord of the Knights of Ren here.
In fact, I think he'd have more reason to kill Finn than he would Rey.
Yeah.
Because, Finn's a traitor.
Traitor! You can't see us right now, but I'm...
You might hear the whooshing sound of our wrists. Which, when you listen to this podcast, is a fucking constant.
Can you hear that? No, I
can feel that. That's actually really good. No, it's really warm, okay, guys? And
it's super warm. I had to open my window.
Oh no!
Super lot today.
Yeah, I've got mosquito bites all over me, dude.
Oh, glorious!
It's I've got about probably 10.
Jesus Christ!
Can't sleep at night. It's
horrible.
Oh
my god, fucking beetles were everywhere in the last couple days.
Yeah.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
I had my
horrible.
window open because it was hot, and then it was like, then I had my fucking light on, and then my dad walks into my room and then goes, okay, but close your window. I was like, no, but it's fucking hot. No, close your window, fucking beetles. And I was like, oh shit.
Smash.
You know the beetles are a fucking problem when when you actually go, oh fuck, when the word beetles is uttered. Except, well, the one that's spelt with 2 E's, not the one spelt with an A.
Yeah.
Because the beetle spelt with an A is fucking great. But yeah.
Anyway, you reckon Finn's gonna get a new outfit?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he
it'll be a Han Solo thing and his costume will just gradually change.
I hope he at least keeps the jacket.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like that would be a really important thing to him.
Yeah. And I hope Poe gets a new jacket that looks vaguely similar.
Yeah.
But at the same time has one that's kind of different.
Well, apparently that jacket is that's like Poe's the only one that has that jacket or something.
Oh, okay.
Like that's specifically his jacket. That's a jacket that was like.
I hope it doesn't have sentimental value to Poe, because then I'm gonna feel, it's gonna be. Come on.
Oh, it has sentimental value to the both of them, man.
Yeah. But still, I mean...
It has the most sentimental value to Finn, because can you imagine? That's like the only thing Finn's ever owned.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he's gone, this is mine.
Yeah. I think he'll ditch the Stormtrooper undergarment.
Oh,
things.
yeah, definitely.
I
want him to wear a white undershirt.
Maybe. I think it would look a little too civilian, I guess, maybe.
Like a white undershirt with, sort of, maybe a couple seams around the place. Red would look pretty good, actually. Yeah, I would like that.
Like, maybe a little darker than the red on the jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh, no, the jacket's wrecked now.
What? Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah.
He would still keep, though.
He still would.
Because it's Finn.
Stitch it up a bit.
He's a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
He's an actual fucking cinnamon roll. He's a cinnamon roll that looks like a cinnamon roll isn't actually a cinnamon.
Okay, who else? Kylo Ren. Oh, Poe. Okay, we'll look at Poe first.
Then Kylo Ren.
Alright, Poe is not a fucking Force user. Please stop.
No.
And I don't want him to be. I just want him to be a really skilled Oscar Isaac.
A really fucking great Oscar Isaac.
Well, all of those are just Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
In general. Fucking Jimmy Fallon Star Wars video, when he comes into it, fuck yeah.
It's like, you're like, oh.
I can't wait to see him play in Apocalypse.
My ovaries.
Like, oh man, that's gonna be great.
I really hope they put a lot more emphasis on Finn and Poe's friendship.
Yeah.
Like, I know I personally ship the fuck out of Storm Pilot. So like, if it did go there, I'd be like, yes. And plus, like, this is the perfect opportunity for it to go there, because recent events in the US. I don't know. It just gets me excited. Yeah. But yeah, I love their dynamic. I love their friendship. I love how it comes to be. I want it to develop.
Although, do you think they'll risk it? Do you think maybe?
I really hope they do.
I feel maybe if it wasn't Disney.
Oh, Disney are all for it.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Like they're all.
I feel they'll get backlash.
They're all for same-sex marriage. They're all for freaking portrayal of homosexuals in friggin' TV and stuff. Why do you think? Why do you think Oaken in Frozen is very subtly gay?
But then again, when you look at Star Wars fans, a lot of it is people from back in the day where that kind of thing was frowned upon. And you got, like, some might...
generation's dying out.
Yeah. But then...
I hate to say it, but it's true.
I would be all for it. Even though technically, like, I see them more as, like, a brother kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were to do it, I would not be against it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that they'll play it safe. They won't risk it with a franchise as big as Star Wars.
I feel like they'll definitely play it safe. But, like, I am all for it. Yeah. I really hope they do it. But again, yeah.
Yep.
Like, stigma, assholes being assholes, assholes that will be assholes about it if it happens. And just...
Alrighty then.
Storm Pilot, I love Storm Pilot. Getting feels.
Alrighty then. Kylo Ren. He needs to have a beard. I kind of want him to get an updated costume. Keeping that helmet, but it kind of... Because when you look at the helmet, it's a little bit scarred up, battle damaged. Obviously, he'll need to get a new one. I think it's destroyed.
Oh, yeah, the helmet's destroyed.
It was on the planet,
He left it there.
Yeah.
There's no way he could have gone back to the base and been like,
I was just trying to pick up my helmet. There. So, yeah, like, I want to see the same helmet. But
like, the same design.
The exact same helmet.
It can't be the same helmet!
Darth Vader, dude. Darth Vader, come on. I bet he has a bunch of those.
But it legit cannot be the exact same helmet, because that helmet is destroyed.
No, I meant the exact same design, is what I meant.
That's what I just...
And then, like, yeah.
I hope it doesn't look exactly the same. Like, I hope it changes a little bit.
I do too, but then I'm trying to think of what you would do to it, and I think any variation on it would make it look kind of shitty. I don't know.
I would say, like, do real, true Vader fanboy fashion and just Vader it up a little bit more.
Maybe. But then, that is a complaint a lot of people are having about, he's a Vader fanboy. And if he Vaders it up a bit, I feel people will fucking complain.
He is a Vader fanboy.
Yeah, but it is a complaint.
I bet he has like 6 framed photos of Vader on his wall.
I bet.
He just kisses each one of them every night before he goes to bed.
I want him to have a beard.
Yes,
because that would just cement.
Oh, some people have suggested that he actually will put on the burned up Vader mask, which seems really weird, but at the same time, like I don't want that, and it feels stupid. There's also a rumor that Snoke will give him a new helmet, and that he will have incorporated pieces from the burned Vader mask into it.
I think it'll just feel too much like cosplay if he puts it on.
Yeah.
Or just puts on a straight up Vader costume.
I at least hope that Snoke gives him a new mask if he gets one.
Yeah,
because like if Kylo Ren's put in charge of making his own mask, you know it's gonna be Vader.
Yeah. I hope that they incorporate elements of Vader's armor into his costume, not necessarily the helmet. Like give him some like shoulder piece like Vader had.
Like his outfit in Force Awakens does definitely look incomplete. Yeah. It looks very much like
raggedy.
Very raggedy, very cobbled together, sort of. Like it's the only thing that the only thing about it that he's actually got. Like, yes, this is good, is the friggin' helmet. Yeah. And that's the only thing he's gone, this is good, I'm gonna keep this.
But yeah, he's gonna have a big old facial scar, which is good.
Yes.
Facial scars. So
even if I'm kind of like, no, Adam Driver's beautiful face.
Yeah, obviously he's going to have a new lightsaber.
Yep.
I still want it to be a crossguard, but a more clean crossguard.
Now that Rebels is going to establish that there are stable crossguard lightsabers. Yeah, I'm all for him having a crossguard again.
I basically just want the fucking Kylo Ren's lightsaber, Kylo Ren's design to be the same as Force Awakens, but a more updated version. Not completely changing it, but just giving it a little clean slate.
I would
kind of like the new 52 Green Lantern.
Yeah.
It's the same, but new.
Yeah. Like, I would kind of like the hilt of the lightsaber to be a little longer. Like, just to give him a little more power in swings.
Yeah.
Like it can be...
Or
it's
even have the
practical because
crossguard
power and swings.
Even have the crossguard be, like, an optional thing.
Yep.
As well as, if you needed it to ignite those, just like Darth Maul's, you know, it could be a single blade or double blade if you needed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think we need to see more lightsabers like that, you know, that have
I think we need
options.
to see a lot more unique lightsabers up in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I'm all good with just the regular kendo sword style lightsaber, but at the same time, I really want to see something really unique and really awesome looking.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know they're probably not going to do it, but at the same time, I really fucking want this. Okay, so I'm thinking, at some point in episode 8, Luke and Snoke will have a lightsaber battle.
Yep.
Or do you think... I'm thinking if they should kill off Luke, because it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to happen. I think in episode 8 it would just kind of feel too much. Like, you know, kill off Han, then kill off Luke. I think if they kill off Luke in episode 9, it would be a little bit...
It would have a bit more of an impact on the newer
even
viewers.
Space. Plus, you know, we'd have Luke, you know... We get to learn a little bit more about Luke.
We would have had a whole movie of Luke training Rey.
Well, 2 movies, I guess.
Yeah, 2 movies.
Movie and a half. So yeah, okay. So we'll have. I think.
I wouldn't say Snoke would be the one to fight him.
I'd like to see Snoke and
I would.
and Luke
I mean, like
have a battle.
I would have Kylo Ren fight Luke.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Kylo Ren should be the one to kill Luke. Because here's where I'm coming from. I do not want Kylo Ren to have the Vader redemption.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. I want him to be full-fledged fucking villain.
But listen to me. Listen me out here.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. That's the term.
Listen
Not
me out.
listen me out. Listen me out here. But hear me out here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So initial fight is between Kylo Ren and Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Luke gives this whole speech, like, sort of akin to what fucking Obi-Wan gives to Anakin in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And, like, Kylo Ren's, like, he kind of hesitates for a moment, and then Snoke's like, fuck this, intervenes, kills Luke, and then Kylo Ren's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I wanted to do that. I was gonna do that. And then Kylo Ren gets into a fight with Snoke.
Well, here's what I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want anything like, you know, the tiniest bit of redemption for him.
I wasn't going with redemption. I was going with, fuck you, you deprived me.
Plus, I think Luke would be straight up not, like, having his bullshit. Like, I think it would be really interesting to have Luke, this, like, wise Jedi Master, be like, he does not deserve redemption. He has killed Han, his father. He has killed all my pupils. Because that's what he's done.
Yeah.
And he needs to be stopped one way or another.
Yeah.
So I feel Luke's not out for blood, but at the same time, he's not going to make the same mistake Han did. He's not going to try and bring him home. And I feel what would be really interesting is that's going to put a little rift between Leia and Luke.
Yeah.
Because I think Leia still wants that even though Han's dead.
Yeah.
I think Leia should be kept alive. Don't kill Leia.
Yeah, please keep Leia alive.
Or,
Leia's too good
or
to be
if
kept,
she dies, keep it like a Yoda thing. You know, she just dies naturally.
She just dies of natural causes.
Yeah.
Don't, like, have Kylo Ren kill her.
Yeah.
Because that's just overkill.
Yeah.
Killing both your parents, Jesus.
I think Kylo Ren should just straight up murder Snoke. Like, he wants this entire control, and then that could lead Hux into fearing him. He's like, he just fucking killed Snoke. And
I'm terrified of this guy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking terrified.
And
He's
maybe,
got a scary beard now.
Maybe have not Snoke, Hux kinda, you know, wanting to run to the Resistance.
If there's any any first order character that I would be completely fine with getting a redemption arc, it's General Hux.
Yeah. I think that actually seems pretty likely.
That would be a fucking rad
thing. I think Captain Phasma should probably die in episode 8, but give her a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Or halfway through 9, maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
New spin on the thing that I mentioned, that I suggested.
Mm.
Okay, so fight between Luke and Kylo Ren. Luke's not having Kylo Ren's bullshit. Snoke, something happens and that causes Kylo Ren to hesitate or whatever.
Mm.
And then Snoke's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just straight up kills Luke. And Kylo Ren's like, what the fuck? And then straight up murders Snoke straight after.
Mm.
Like, right after Snoke's killed Luke, Kylo Ren just goes and kills Snoke.
Although I think Kylo Ren should kill Snoke, become full-fledged evil, get the whole shit with Hux, but then in episode 9, I'd say give a bit of a time jump so that it could set up that Kylo Ren could actually kill Luke Skywalker, which he does, which then... Because I feel if Snoke kills Luke, then Kylo Ren kills Snoke, you know, you'd eliminate that bit with Rey, because I think Rey would ultimately come full circle and kill Kylo Ren. And then that will bring the whole thing full circle, because I obviously believe that Luke is Rey's father, Doi, which is a case of who's the mother and all of that shit. But then I think... what was I going to say? I feel that they'll mention that Snoke is Plagueis. I think we'll get a kind of Rassilon kind of deal. How you get this character and, you know, he's the president of the Time Lords, or in this case, you know, Snoke. And then sometime later, he'll just give a passing mention that he's Plagueis. Or Luke will, like Luke knows, maybe?
I feel like with all the years Luke spent in exile and stuff, he would definitely know.
Yeah, plus that is the first Temple of the Jedi where he's at and all of that. Do you reckon that's where the training will take place?
I hope
Rey's
so.
Training. But like that's the thing, it's like what's Chewie and R2 and all that still waiting on the planet for? It's like, are they just gonna chill there?
I feel like Rey...
Did they expect her to come back?
I don't know. I feel like Rey will just, like, talk to Luke for a bit, and then she'll go back to the ship and be like to Chewie, okay, I'm good here. You can go if you want, but you can stay. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think's gonna happen to Luke's old lightsaber? Is Luke gonna continue to use that one? Do you think he still has his... Return of the Jedi green one?
I definitely feel like he still has his Return of the Jedi green lightsaber, but I feel like he hasn't used it in a while, I reckon so maybe it's deteriorated a little bit.
But then again, his other one would be a lot more deteriorated. Cause...
Yeah, but Maz would have probably kept it.
Yeah, but that had been handed down.
True.
Maz didn't find that.
True.
It's not mentioned in the movie, but it was passed around a lot, so, you know, that still works fine. But I feel like one of two things are going to happen to it. Luke's then going to use both, so he'll be a dual wielder, which I think Snoke might be as well. I'm going to say that. Snoke, I think, wouldn't just be your standard single lightsaber. He
definitely has the look of, like, I'm going to use two lightsabers because fuck you.
Yeah, and I think he's like 7 feet tall is what they've said.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so he's tall, not as tall, obviously, as the...
Oh, one thing I quickly want to bring up. It's really funny, because in Kylock's fics, it's hilarious, because people always, like, portray General Hux as a small, angry guy, and Kylo Ren as his tall boyfriend, and it's like... But Hux is, like, 6'1".
Yeah.
And Kylo Ren's 6'3".
Yeah.
Like it's like 2 inches of difference, and like they're both towering over everyone else.
Yeah,
like, how did you conclude that?
But
anyway,
but yeah, and so that's one thing. But then the other is he'll give it to Finn, because I want to see more non-Force users have lightsabers.
Yeah,
I don't think Poe would not have one.
I feel like non-Force users using a lightsaber would pretty much go down the same way as Finn versus Kylo Ren would go down, but like they wouldn't even attempt to use it against a Dark Lord of the Knights of Ren or a Dark Lord or a Dark Side.
I would like to see Finn versus Phasma, but both using lightsabers.
Oh, that would be rad.
If you do your background search, the reason those little tubes on the back of Stormtroopers' belts is because the original idea was everyone was going to have a lightsaber. But by the time, I don't know what happened with it, but by the time it came around to it, they're like, yeah, no, but the design is still there. So, yeah, fun fact.
Yeah.
And I would love to see Phasma using a silver-bladed lightsaber. And I think Finn
I don't think it's possible to have a silver-bladed one.
Yeah,
I think it would just be a white-bladed.
Probably, yeah. Isn't there a silver one? I feel
I don't think there is in canon, but I feel like there might be one in EU.
Yeah. Well, that was at one point canon, so I feel you could definitely incorporate it.
Yeah, probably.
Into the canon. So how do you think they're going to explain if...
No!
What?
Phasma using a dark blade.
Yes.
That would be way better than her using a lightsaber. Because then she's not technically using a lightsaber.
Yeah. I think we should get her maybe unmasked at some point.
Yes, please.
But she's an alien.
Ooh.
I think.
Ooh,
I think it would be a little
awesome.
Bit better. And it would probably hide the little bit of, brain of tough Finn that people will have. At some points in the movie too, it's really ridiculous when you can see the helmet moving as she's talking. It's very noticeable at some points.
That's what happens when they opt to use actual physical suits, which is a good thing.
And I kind of hope they don't go down the route of her being like a droid.
Oh god, no.
Because her helmet has that mechanical kind of thing going on,
that would not be okay. Considering, I love the fact that she's a woman in a position of power.
Yeah.
Why would you take that away by making her a droid?
Yeah. Plus, the way she speaks in The Force Awakens when they get her to do the shield thing, she turns around and says, something that would imply, what's she done, and all of that, but it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
So you won't get away with this.
You won't get away with this. By the way, I disabled the shields for you, so,
you'll get away with this.
So, yeah.
You won't, points at Han.
You won't,
do you reckon
prick.
They'll kill off Chewie? I think they'll kill him off with natural causes, maybe.
Yeah, natural causes. I wouldn't kill Chewie off in a fight, because that would just be emotionally draining.
They're replacing the actor who plays R2 because he's just getting too old for it. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I'm really surprised that Peter Mayhew is still able to do all of this shit. Because when you look, he's he can barely walk. So he's in that fucking humongous costume and he's running around. So I feel maybe...
Yeah, if they kill off Chewbacca, kill him off with natural causes.
Yeah.
Kill off pretty much nearly everyone with all of the previous characters with natural causes.
Yeah.
I
think Leia should probably, if they're going to do another trilogy after this one, I think she should continue into those.
Yeah, man.
And continue to be that kind of position of power.
I love the idea of General Organa.
Yeah.
That's just the coolest thing to me.
Yeah.
God damn, military leaders.
What other characters are there we haven't discussed yet? I think we've gone through them all. Although I feel...
What new characters would you like to see introduced?
I think maybe at some point we should be introduced to Finn's family. Maybe.
That could work.
Yeah.
Maybe, Rey comes back and she's, used the Force or whatever, and she's like, hey, Finn, guess what? I found your family, brah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yes!
Or even if they've died.
Yeah.
And just Finn gets that little bit of closure.
I want Finn and I want everyone to get closure in a lot of things.
Yeah.
I want Rey to get closure about her family. I want Finn to get closure about his family. I want Poe to get closure about how fucking gay he is.
I feel like maybe... I don't want to say it, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it past him. Poe might die at some point.
I refuse to believe that.
But
I refuse to believe. I refuse
I
to
can
believe.
definitely see that.
I refuse to believe that gay Ace is fucking gonna die. I refuse to believe that.
And I don't want fucking...
He's my precious gay baby.
I don't want R2 or C-3PO to just die.
No.
Just keep them, you know...
Keep them...
R2, C-3PO, and BB-8.
There we go. I want BB-8 and everything.
Yes.
Like, let BB-8 just take the spotlight from everyone.
Yeah.
BB-8's the one that destroys the First Order.
Yeah. I hope we get...
BB-8's the one that kills Snoke and takes over the First Order.
Fuck off.
like she just takes out a lightsaber and... like, she's got a fucking fire lighter in there or something, and so, like... She taking a lightsaber.
Is BB-8 a she?
Yeah, originally, before they decided, you know what, let's just be ambiguous about it, they decided that BB-8 was going to be programmed as female, so I've just started referring to her as with she pronouns now, so, like, you know, whatever. But, yeah.
I'm trying to think of any point in the movie they straight out say it.
I think they pretty much refer to BB-8 as BB-8 or destroyed. And I think
it's going to be a good thing watching the movie again to find out.
There might be like one reference. There might be like one thing of them saying he.
Maybe,
but like, yeah, I'm not really sure if BB-8 was referred to with gendered pronouns or not. But
I feel like that scene in the TIE Fighter, maybe Poe says it. He's orange and white, one of a kind, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh well.
We'll see.
But yeah, BB-8 takes out a lightsaber and just like slices Snoke's face off.
I want to see Kylo Ren's training.
Yeah.
I want to see what dark side training would be like, because we've never seen it.
We actually don't see it at all.
So, yeah. I'm trying to remember what actor's been cast and he's going to play a villain. I think it's Benicio del Toro, who plays the Collector in Guardians. Some say, cool. And I know I'm going to get backlash from all the EU fans. Apparently some people want him to play an admiral. There's an admiral in the expanded universe that everyone fucking, goes crazy about this character. But, yeah, I can't remember the name of I think he's an admiral. But he's an alien.
Yeah.
And,
well, that's good, because we need more alien characters.
I think the character, it's like, he's a villain who is actually kind to his subordinates.
Oh my god, that sounds awesome!
People have actual respect for him.
That sounds so much better than, oh, girl, I'm evil, fear me, and they're like, oh, I fear you.
Another problem I have with The Force Awakens is that it's established that the First Order aren't in control, like the Empire, but they feel like they are. Yeah. Like the Resistance, it feels like a fight to get past them, even though logically they should be above them.
The First Order are pretty much just like that one indie metal band that think they're all that shit.
It would have been better if the First Order looked like they were at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But when you look, they're fucking, like, apparently they're the last remnants of the Empire, but there are more in the First Order, I think, than the Empire ever fucking had. Like, they are able to literally build a fucking planet. Well, not build a planet, but, like, hollow out a planet and then fucking put a weapon in there.
Freaking machinery in there.
More powerful than the Death Star.
Like, that doesn't
sound like something...
The whole Starkiller Base thing is exactly the reason why I think Star Wars should not be considered science fiction. It should be considered fantasy.
Yeah. Like fucking...
it's space fantasy.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
It's not science fiction.
It's like a space opera, really.
Yeah, it is space opera.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm saying that it more so falls under fantasy than science fiction.
Definitely. Like, this sounds like a perfect plot if it was, like, Episode 9, like, the Resistance had been overthrown and the First Order were in control again, maybe it would have been logical, but, you know, it's just, can we get a plot that doesn't involve a massive super weapon? Like, you know, I will say that kind of annoyed me as well.
Yeah.
Like, I liked Starkiller Base, it's just, it being in this movie, I didn't feel it was Death Star 3 at all, at any point. It's just like, you know, probably would have preferred something else.
Yeah.
Like, you know, can we just stay away from it? That's why I think Empire works so well, is because you don't have that.
Yeah.
You just have, like, you know, the Star Destroyers and shit just flying around and all of that. But
tell you what I did like.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the fact that they straight up just fired Starkiller Base, just fucking fired it, destroyed 3 fucking planets mercilessly.
Yeah. 5, wasn't it?
5.
Mm-hmm. I think it was 5.
5. They wiped out an entire system.
Yeah.
Like, they destroyed an entire system of planets.
Yeah.
So, like...
And, like...
Yeah.
And the character that it centers on when those planets are destroyed, you actually meet her earlier in the film if they had left the scene in. But we also would have got General Leia. Ooh. So, yeah, that was when you were originally going to see her first in the movie. She was going to be talking about... I can't remember what, but I think it was going to explain why there's no order taken against the First Order. Like, there's no action being taken on their part.
Right.
But yeah, it would have been nice to leave that in. Okay. I don't think the reveal of, you know, Princess Leia or General Leia being there was.
I think okay. Super quick. What anthology movies would you like to see?
Obi-Wan,
obviously.
With Ewan McGregor. Just doing shit on Tatooine.
Doing awesome shit on... again, I've mentioned this a couple times, but Obi-Wan doing his groceries. 2 hours of Obi-Wan doing his groceries.
And I feel like maybe he'd be in a position to do it. Bring back Liam Neeson.
Probably, yeah.
Because we know from the end of Revenge of the Sith that...
Obi-Wan's in contact with Force Ghost Qui-Gon.
Yep, and... obviously he learns the ability from him and all of that, continues his training.
I would love to see just like if they ever did a Kenobi movie, then to have a couple scenes where Obi-Wan is just kind of watching over Luke.
Yeah.
Just making sure that he's safe, make sure that he does grow up happy and stuff. Though?
I kind of want to see Obi-Wan with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much shit that happens in these movies, and yet no one seems to really feel the psychological effects of it, aside from Anakin.
I also kind of want them to... I don't want Yoda to get his own movie, but I kind of want them to intercut some Yoda scenes. Like, Obi-Wan just kind of meditating, but in communication with Yoda as well.
Yeah.
And get kind of like that. Or Qui-Gon in communication with Yoda.
Yeah.
Saying
pretty cool.
Obi-Wan, you know, his...
Obi-Wan's asking questions. What do I tell him?
Or Obi-Wan is like, you know, he can't cope with all of this, losing Anakin and all of that.
It's like, bruh, Obi-Wan's been through so much shit, okay?
Like, yeah.
He's been through a lot of shit. He just needs time to relax, but I don't think he has time to relax. Yeah. So what the fuck do I do? I feel like definitely, even after death, Qui-Gon would still seek Yoda's guidance.
Yeah. I'm not so sure I want to see a Han Solo one anymore.
No.
Because, like, before Force Awakens, I was like, yeah, I'd be up for it. But now that Han's story is kind of done...
Like, I feel like if they tried to open up new story threads with Han, it would just be like...
Yeah, and, you know, it'd be finding an actor that could even replicate, you know...
As much as we know, Harrison Ford couldn't give a shit about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone could replicate his performance at all.
No, and no one would accept it, I don't think, either. So I'd say stay clear of Han Solo. The character's done. Just kind of... Or I feel like they will do it because, alright, we can't milk this character anymore in these films.
Let's milk him in an anthology movie.
What did I want?
Anthology movie, damn.
I want to see one, and I feel, if he, you know, shaved up, lost some weight, maybe some touch-up CG, I don't know, you could do Luke rebuilding the Jedi, so acting as a prequel for...
Ooh, apparently...
You'd see young Kylo Ren.
Apparently, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is going to expand on the story, and, like, it's going to feature a couple little, like, maybe, I think, missions that are based before the events of the movie.
Okay. I think we might see that as flashback scenes in Episode 8.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I want to see one using the characters from Rebels.
Yes.
But not, like, rebooting or anything.
Yeah.
Just, like, you
like
know, a continuation. I think that's where Rebels should go. Shouldn't have, like, a final season. It should end in a movie.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. And even if you want, have it animated. Or do live action, whatever.
That would actually be really cool. I want this now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even seen Rebels. I need to get into it, but it's just a case of, you know...
I really want to get into it. I've seen, like, 10 minutes of it, and I loved every freaking
I'm just
minute
like,
of it, and it's like...
I don't want Star Wars animated to break my heart again. Because...
I really want to see a Star Wars movie that takes place before, like, way before Phantom Menace.
Yes.
Like, I want to see the Old Republic and, like, the new version, the actual canon version of the war between the Old Republic and the Sith Empire expanded upon. Maybe, like, still portray how absolutely asshole-ish the Jedi Order are.
And,
but maybe tone it down a little bit because, you know...
Yeah. Because I do not believe they will ever bring the character back, do a Boba Fett film. I think the actor who played him in Attack of the Clones would be old enough now.
Yeah.
To portray an older or middle-aged... Well, not middle-aged. Like, in between where he would be...
Wait, hang on. He was, I think, around 9 or 10 in Attack of the Clones.
Maybe.
And then... okay, so 9 or 10.
From memory, I do
ages up to... What?
From memory, I do think he's around 26, 27. The actor.
Right.
So around that.
Right. Oh, I thought you were talking about the actor who played Jango Fett. I was very confused.
No.
But, yeah.
No.
I definitely think that could happen.
Yeah.
But, like, wait, hang on. 20... Yeah, that could probably work. Yeah.
Have him play that role and then...
If it was based before Empire, like, yeah, that would
I'd say between... Because I think there's a lot of story to be told between...
I think Boba would be, like, 30-something at that point. Because 20 years after.
Between episodes 3 and 4.
Oh, between... I thought you meant fucking between Empire and Jedi. My head's completely all over the place.
No.
But, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then you could kind of put Han Solo in there, maybe?
Apparently,
the characters have a history.
Apparently, the character of Han is going to be... have like a small role in Rogue One. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, but at the same time I'm not because like because like who's gonna be Harrison Ford? No one.
I also kind of want them to adapt The Force Unleashed.
Yes. Oh my god, I definitely want The Force Unleashed, but I feel like maybe Rebels could be going in that direction.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, with what I've been hearing, like, I haven't seen the show, so I can't really speak from, this happened in the show, so this is evidence that this... But I feel like maybe that some of the there's, like, 1 or 2 characters in Rebels that could be going down the path that friggin... what's his name? Fuck. Garen Malik? No, never mind. I can't remember his actual name, but Starkiller. I definitely feel like there's maybe Ezra or something is going down the path of Starkiller. But yeah, definitely see something akin to the Force Unleashed.
Yes, definitely
in the movies. That would be fucking rad. But aside from that, I definitely think
I would like to see if like. They do a revelation that Snoke is Plagueis in, like, Episode 8 or whatever. It would be cool to see a Plagueis Sidious thing.
Sheev, the movie.
I do think, like, maybe they'd cast a younger actor for...
Obviously.
Palpatine. But, you know, I would love to see that, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it would also be really cool to open up with, like, open the movie. I think the anthology films shouldn't have the scroll opening. I think it would be cool to open them up with something a little different.
Because, like, what would they open up with, like, in the scroll? Like, the regular movies have, like, episode something.
Yeah.
Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And, like, you know, I think it would be cool to open up this Plagueis film with the dialogue of, or even a clip from Revenge of the Sith when Sidious is
that would be so cool,
talking about Plagueis.
That would be tight. I would like that.
Yeah, just like opening it up on that, and then it just kind of cuts and then shows the movie.
Super into that.
And then, you know, I think you could have Snoke be less, or Plagueis be less disfigured.
Yeah.
And, that'd be really cool to see. Damn it! I hated the idea of anthology films before now.
That would be tight.
I kind of want a Grievous one.
Oh my god, that would be cool. I want to see who...
Does the newer Clone Wars go into his backstory at all?
I don't know. I think he definitely has, like, a bigger role or whatever, but, like, I'm not sure
it'd be impossible to have a smaller role.
I definitely think he has a bigger backstory.
Well, if they haven't explained the backstory in that, it would be cool to get a movie with him. I will let you know
when I watch the series.
Like pre-Cyborg?
Yeah, like, I want to see what General Grievous was before he was a cyborg.
I would think he would look nothing like...
Yeah. Nothing like it.
I feel like if he was from Utapau.
Ooh.
Because, like, I don't know, I could picture that kind of face. Like, the eyes, I don't know. The eyes seem similar to me.
And then he's played by Kevin McDonald. But, yeah, I definitely feel like Cyborg Grievous is, like, his Vader.
Yeah. Kind of want Bounty Hunter movies as well.
Yeah.
Dengar. IG-88. I don't know how you'd pull off an IG-88 movie.
It'd be like...
I feel like if you were to do a movie with bounty hunters as the main characters, it would be too much like Suicide Squad.
I feel like an IG-88 movie would just be like, anyone who plays Mass Effect will get this. But I feel like an IG-88 movie would definitely be like the Blasto clips that play when you interact with certain movie posters in Mass Effect 3. I think it is, because like there's. So in Mass Effect, there's a species called Hana, and they like speak in a really ethereal tone, like, and they refer to themselves as this one, and basically the Blasto clips are like parodies of old cop movies. So there's a scene where Blasto is talking to his chief, and his chief's like, "You're being assigned a new partner," and Blasto's just like, "Are you engaging with fornication acts with this one?" So I feel like an IG-88 movie would definitely go down like that.
Yep. So what we know that in Rogue One, Vader is at least going to appear. What role do you think Vader will have in the movie?
Not a huge one.
Yeah, no. Do you think he'll show up towards the end and have a climactic battle and probably kill all these characters?
I don't think he'll kill all these characters, because at least some of these characters need to live to get the plans back to the frickin' rebellion.
Yeah, or else they just kind of like...
Or at least back to Leia's frigate.
Yeah. I think at some point we should get Vader's helmet blown off at the side or something. Yeah. Because I always love the idea. Hayden Christensen.
I always love the idea of Vader getting damaged during battles.
Plus, how long is it? How long after Revenge of the Sith this is?
Well, I think it's not too long before New Hope, because it's the story of the characters who actually retrieve the Death Star plans. So I'm guessing it's like.
Unless it
about a month or so before.
Yeah.
Or it's a failed attempt to retrieve the Death Star plans or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that would probably be better because, you know, I don't know.
But we'll see. I think we've gone on for long enough.
Definitely.
Yeah. So leave a like if you enjoyed.
Yeah. What are we gonna look at next week?
I don't know what we're gonna look at next week. We're gonna look at stuff.
Deadpool ain't out at that point.
No, Deadpool's not. No, wait. No, he'll be out 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later. Which we'll probably see first day.
I think we should just discuss whatever.
Yeah,
next
we'll
week.
see. We'll see what happens in the
see.
news.
We will see what happens. And if not, we'll just sit here for about an hour and a half and talk about whatever the fuck comes to mind.
Because we'd probably watch it by then. We could discuss the DC animated movies.
Yeah.
Especially because we're going to be watching Bad Blood. Batman Bad Blood tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
If it all pans out. Yeah. So we might review that little Batman trilogy thing they have going on.
So yeah, like and comment and subscribe and all that stuff.
All that stuff. Cool shit.
And we'll see y'all in the next. Well, not really see. We'll. What is it when they can hear us but we can't hear nor see them?
Just any of our videos, because we can't hear or see them.
That's true, but
they can hear us.
They can just hear us. They can't
there's
see
pictures
us.
Of us on the screen,
well,
albeit
they're really bad,
creepy,
really
pictures.
Creepy silhouettes. But you know,
definitely. We should definitely do a podcast about creepypasta.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm totally into that shit. No, I'm not. Just get the fuck out.
I fucking wrote an accidental one.
You wrote an accidental one. You should film a dramatic reading of that.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah,
I'll get Beefhead to do it.
That'd be
because he did that once and it was great.
That'd be fucking cool.
Anyway.
But yes. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's fucking NerdTrack here, the show where we teach you how to get the honeys.
We do none of these things, even though you listed one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure we don't? We don't?
I don't think so.
Well, Fuck. I signed on for the wrong fucking show.
Yeah, he did. He's out.
Fuck this shit.
He's legit leaving. He's opened the door. He's used some profanity. He's out of here. Out of the studio.
I just remembered we're using my laptop and my microphone.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Shit. Well, anyway. That was great.
The minute we do something interesting is when we've gone to audio.
Yeah.
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 Oh well.
Oh, well, it'll probably sound cool, I guess.
More traditional intro time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be fair, she could, of course, come back for sequels, but, okay, well, you continue talking, I'll let the fuck head
Well, I'm just gonna sit here for a sec, I'll just edit this part out.
That's right, we edit now.
Yeah, bro.
Never mind. Bloopers at the end.
Woo! So do you guys want to know how to make like a vanilla cake? Because I have a sick ass recipe for it. It's really good. If you leave a comment down, then I might actually send you the recipe. But it's really cool. What?
We're gonna put this at bloopers at the end.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Put it away. What were we talking about?
Like Darth Maul's lights. Motherfucker. Hello. What's up? Yeah. Well, we're still going, but
But anyway, about that cake recipe, yeah, just leave a comment down below, and I'll and I'll get back to you about it, because it's pretty sweet, man. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Vanilla cake. Just think about it, guys. Think about it.